Hello, and welcome back. Episode 3, drilling. So I've got a really busy day, really early start. Just gone 6:30, out already in the JCB, ready to load the drill up with the first load of wheat. So I'm just going to crack on with that. Brought 4 bags along. Hopefully that should be enough. He says. Just filling up there. 1 bag in. Little adjustment. Get the rest of the bags in. Right, so that's full up. Let's get this JCB out of the way. Okay, so we need some more later on. Right. We've made some adjustments to the drill because of how wet it is. Got jewels on because again it's really wet and we need to get drilling. So what we've done with the drill, we've taken the levelling board off that used to sit in there and we've spaced the quarters out just so we can get over the wet ground and don't want any blockages or anything like that. So that's been done, and obviously fitted the jewels to the Genesis just so got maximum grip, less compaction. I mean, we don't want no spinning up or getting stuck or anything like that. Here we go. So as you can see, I've got my ridge marker arm out because obviously didn't have GPS back in the 90s, so that is the only way of getting your next pass lined up really. I will drill in the headlands first. Again, that was an old school technique. You drill your headlands and then you know where you've drilled essentially, because you didn't have GPS again, you didn't have the shading, you didn't know where you've drilled. Cruising along a nice 11 miles an hour. Seems to be coping fine with that. So we've got a super busy day. We'll get all the drilling done today. It's kind of achievable, but we shall see. I mean, this early start's helped, but this is one of our biggest fields and I think this is going to eat an absolute chunk out of my day. There's the others over there, 8 and 9, see on the map. So yeah, going around the headlands, we'll do probably, if that's 6 metres, 24 metre headland pass, and then you've got loads of room to turn, don't have to worry about jackknifing the drill or anything like that. The more room you give yourself, the easier it is, to be honest. And I'm not too fussed about backing into the corners. It's just aggro in the combine if you have to keep backing up and that in the summer, so we'll just carve the corners out a bit. It's not the end of the world. So right, I'll crack on with the headlands, see you in a bit. So as you can see here, I'm just following my line, trying to keep the middle of the bonnet in line with the line, and as long as you sort of, if you're making any turns, sort of overcompensate for the turn due to the drill on the back, you should pretty much get a really nice match up for your next run. See, so I'm following the line and my overlap isn't too bad, to be honest. So we're on our last time round for a nice 24 metre headland, nice big turning circle. I have left the marker arm out, that's my bad, but it doesn't really matter because that's going to get cultivated, drilled straight over. So yeah, last lap round, and then we can start the main work. Right, nice 24 metre headland all done. I'm going to start the main work now. Similar rules as along with ploughing, cultivating, all that. Your first strike out, your first line, your first run, and I've got a lovely tree in the distance there which I'm going to use. Usually you can unfold both marker arms, but I can't seem to do it on this one for some reason, so I'm just going to have to work one way to begin with and then sort of guess the run next way round, which is quite annoying because usually you can have both marker arms out at the same time. So I'm going to drop my drill down and aim for that tree, and that's going to be my first run, and then we'll have a look back and see how straight it is. Right, so we've had a bit of an unfortunate incident. I've had to stop and come back over. The old man's come back up in the truck. We've had a ridge marker pipe gone. It's just exploded. So this is stuck out, which means it's not very good for doing headlands because that will be in a tree. It's not so bad in the main field because there's nothing to hit technically, but if we don't get it fixed now, then it's going to cause us an issue on the rest of the farm. I mean, it's nearly lunchtime now. This is 3/4 of the way done, this field. Just about to refill. Send me old man on his way. He's going to finish the drilling, and I'm going to have to go to the dealership and get a replacement pipe for that marker arm. But first we'll fill him up, and he can carry on for the meantime, doing the main work, because he's not doing any headlands at the minute. He can just finish off the bit I haven't done, and then I can nip to the dealership and get a new pipe. So that's all full. Right out the way. And also, I think he's going to carry on for a majority of the day. I'm going to go and do a bit of hedge cutting. I've got to go and test out that hedge cutter that we brought because he seems to think it's not working. But he's probably pushed a button or something. He hasn't pushed something right, so we're going to leave him to it for the minute, and I'm going to rock on down to the dealership and then go hedge cutting. Right, so I just picked up a new pipe. Boy, do they like to charge for a hydraulic hose. Christ. So, yeah, let's run this back to the old man so we can get going again. Oh, this is not good. It wasn't forecast rain today, and it's starting to rain. Oh dear. Right, let's drop this pipe off to him quickly. Quickly fit that back on and route it into the valve block in the back. Right, you can tighten it up, you old codger. I'm gonna go edge cutting. I mean, the sun's out. I don't see any dark clouds. There's better be a passing shower, because I will be fuming. Let's have a look at this hedge cutter quickly. Well, PTO's on. No obvious reasons why it wouldn't start. It's got oil. I don't know, to be honest. Well, I figured it out. I managed to get it unfolded. It turns out on the box inside there is like a kill switch, the red button, and he hadn't pulled it out. so that's why he didn't want to do anything. No leaks, nothing like that. I think we'll run it up and just give it a check. No vibrations, seems pretty smooth. I think we'll give that a go. Let's give this a go. So nice and steady. Oh, hang on. Oh, the wheel's up. Oh, the wheel's up. I'm braking, but I'm still going. I am coasting down this hill on one wheel. I'm going to roll it. Oh, I'm going to roll it. Oh, get the arm in, get the arm in, get the arm in. Oh, no, it's made it worse. Get the arm in, get the arm in. Wheel down, wheel down, wheel down. Panic over, panic over. This is more like it. Nice and steady. Nice and steady. Bit of hedge cutting. What could possibly go wrong? So, I think I found out what the problem was. When we brought it, the wheels and tyres were ballasted, and they took the wheel weights off, and they took the water out of the tyres when they sold it to us. So that's quite handy to find out in that sort of situation, but I should have really done my checks beforehand to make sure it was all safe. But you live and learn. Right, so I tested the hedge cutter. It all seems to be pretty handy, to be honest. It's done a reasonably good job of the drive. I could do a better job with a better head. I think the blades need sharpening, but that's tidied the drive up quite nicely. I think I might look at some different attachments for it. The rain's still going, which is rather annoying. He hasn't rung to say that he's stopped drilling yet, so we'll see how that goes. Hang on, I've got a phone call. Hello?
It's too wet.
No. Keep going.
No, it's too wet.
Keep going.
I'm telling you.
It's blocking up.
Yeah, on the front disc.
Well, we're just going to have to knock it on the edge for a bit then.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do it tomorrow.
Yeah. No, it is what it is, isn't it? We'll just start again tomorrow if it's going to be like this.
Gonna have to.
I mean, we got that extra kit added on the drill to cope with this weather.
It costs a bloody fortune.
Yeah. Well, there's no. We got another week before it needs to be in. So now we do that. All right then.
Yep.
See you in a bit.
Bye.
Well, as you can tell by the phone call, he has now stopped, which is not good. But you can't predict these things. Good old British weather. Oh dear. I'll park this up, and then I think I might call that a day, to be honest. Kind of a miserable day. Didn't go as we planned. But never mind. It is what it is. Well, as you can see, it's dark. The old man come up with an amazing plan that I should do an all-nighter to finish this field and hopefully, well, start another one or two. He was feeling very keen. The rain stopped around 3 o'clock this afternoon, and because we're up on the bank here on the chalk, it dried out pretty quickly, in all honesty. It's a bit sticky, but we don't really have any other choice. So I'm going to crack on into the night, I think. So, until next time, see you next episode. Cheerio!